In today's video, I'm testing a new top secret, unannounced, exclusive Detroit diesel engine for Zeemods. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. This is David Steele, and this morning we are collecting a £34,000 tractor or agricultural vehicle or something of that nature, and we're going to run a delivery. So far so good, but I'm using pre-production, a test version of an engine that I'm working on for Zeemods. This is a unannounced Zeemods engine, which basically means it's secret. But seriously though, it's a Detroit diesel engine. Can't tell you much else other than that. And in this case, I am using it in a International LoneStar, because Texas, but with the Western Star 57X engine sound set, so the SES sounds. And of course I'm testing the engine definition. I'm using an Eaton-Fuller 13-speed transmission with a 325 final drive, and I'll get on to why that particular choice in a little bit. So, grab the cargo. This is a urgent delivery. I'm going to Odessa in Texas, and let's hit the road. Let's see how well this bad boy performs. So we'll leave the yard, turn right. That's good. Well, as you can tell from my southern Texas drawl, I live in Texas. No, I really do. I moved here a few years ago. And I have to say, SCS have got Texas roads just right. The highways, the access roads that run parallel to the highways, the multiple on and off ramps to get to and from the access road, slip road and highway, they've got that just right. And the times when it's confusing in real life, because I'm still a fairly new driver over here compared to most people my age, yeah, they've got it right, and it's just as confusing in the game as it is in real life. We also have the abundance of stop signs. So once we turn right, or down on the access road, we've got to turn left underneath the highway, and then turn left to get back on it. So like a U-turn, Sandy, we have like 7 stop signs. Okay, I think it's just 3, but still. In the UK, we Brits would build a roundabout, and I like roundabouts and I miss them. However, soapbox about roundabouts to one side. Once I've negotiated these stop signs, we'll get on the highway or freeway. I do get those terms mixed up. And we'll get up to cruise, and I'm just gonna, from a driving point of view, I'm just making sure that it's choosing the right gear, it's not skipping inappropriately, it's got enough power as we move to the next gear. So let's sit back and take a look at Texas as we head south. What I may do when I edit the video is just zoom in on the dashboard so that you get a better view of what I'm looking at. But as I accelerate along this slip road, need to get up to speed, but don't want to use excessive engine speed, but also just need to make sure the truck can keep up the traffic. And in that regard, Texas is a little different to most other states, because it has high speed limits. So you'll find a road like this typically 75, but a single lane road each way also 75, and traffic will be doing 75, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. So when I'm getting up to speed, even though it's the game, I noticed that, hey, I gotta get up to speed fairly promptly. It's all that blather. I mean, that's fair enough, but with this particular engine, it was a little difficult to get right because of the shape of the torque curve, but not impossible. Anyway, what we're going to do here is get confused between the lanes I need. I'm going to likely use a bit of engine brake here. So I'm going to bring the speed down for this sweeping left-hand corner. So there we go, a bit of engine brake. Some downshift it if I need to. That helps. That little bit of instability is numpty driving, and also the way that the truck's set up. So stability is pretty low on the model I use, so the game settings. So it's shifting up, it's using just over 1,000 revs, and it's pulling as it should, and that's good news. I tweaked the shift engine speeds quite a lot to try and get just it right for this particular engine, and it's close to being there, yeah, which is good. But I'm still going to do one of my usual tricks, which is get the truck to move 65 or 70 on the flat, and that last 5 miles an hour seems to take forever, consumes inordinate amounts of fuel, so I'll keep it rolling at 65, 70 until I reach a downhill gradient, and I'll tap up cruise. So right now, I'm likely going to do that for a time. Because this is an urgent delivery, but I checked the time, and I've got lots of time to get there. And I think it's set to assume I'm doing 65. You know what, it might be even less aggressive than that. So I've got plenty of time. Oh, right now I've got plenty of time. And that would be Lubbock, which is recognizable. I've only been there a couple of times, I think. So what do you know? And just as I thought with Montana, SCS have got the feel and the character of the state. Texas being so enormous, I don't know the state as well as I'd like, but yeah, when I look over my shoulder, there's the external view, I know where I am. Well done, SCS. Okay, so confusingly, the whole access road crossing the lane, and we'll join the highway. It's interesting. It's busy enough, and everyone's going slowly. Can't be doing with that, boys. I've got an urgent delay. Oops. Okay, that's awkward. I'm just gonna just change my mind and go back into here. Okay, yeah, it hasn't happened to me in real life, but see how you got the access road running to the side and the highway, and that's now closed. And see how everyone is stopping because they've got to give way if you're exiting the highway. So this guy is going to wait for me. That's something I still haven't really gotten used to. I'm sure I'll be on an access road and have to give way to the highway. It's very easy not to. Anyway, so slight diversion here, and it's because it's Texas, we have yet more stop signs. A bit of a Bit of a line here, chaps. It's really a queue, but line, queue, same difference, almost. So we'll just bob along up here to the top. Hey, it's Steve. Hey, Steve. See, he knows me. He flashed me back, right? Gotta love some of the details in this game. I mean, they include Steve, right? Can't go wrong with a Steve in your game. That's what I always say. Oh, and here's one of those access road slip roads where you got to give way to traffic. So yeah, I need to slow down for these guys. And I guess I'll wait for this red car. Okay. That was a little savage on the braking there, but that's I just find it confusing. My bad. Now, of course, we've got to get back up to speed. So that's why the access road is not as quick as the highway, if you're thinking about trying the access roadway. And that seemed a little close from this guy coming from the left, but he's got up to speed fairly quickly. It's kind of unusual to see grey maps on the planner. I've explored every other state I'd explored, and then Texas arrived, so... Well, I guess I've been to this destination before, so, alright. I'm gonna, it's the waste management centres, so, oh, that's odd. I didn't push pause. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so, let's pull into the yard. This, waste yard started appearing in the last DLC, so it's nice to see it sort of used here. And I'm going to see what the difficult parking is. I'll likely go for that. I really do want to test the clutch engagement torque of the engine. It should be reasonable, should make parking fairly straightforward. Now, I'm not going to disclose any details as to the performance or output of this particular engine I'm working on. Yeah, I'm going to go for that one. But it should be obvious that it's good enough to keep up with Texas traffic. And you know what? I know I said right at the beginning of this video I would talk about why I chose 13 speed with a 3.25. And the reason there is simply put, you kind of need tool gearing to be able to do 70-75 fairly comfortably. If you have a bit more power, that makes life a lot easier. Because if you want to make good time in Texas with an urgent delivery, you need to be able to hang at those speeds on the highway. Right, I have a feeling I'm going to end up editing bits of this down. But let's go ahead and do this difficult parking maneuver, because how hard can it be? Alright, that just about wraps up today's video, and I hope that you've enjoyed this. It's been interesting to put this engine definition into a video, and it's worked. I'd say it's worked pretty well. I don't think there's much else I really need to do to tweak it. Enough said on that, however. If you like this, you know what to do. You can subscribe for more updates. If you don't like it, you also know what to do. But most of all, thanks for watching it, thanks for your support, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.